one. I don't know if you can go on Shark Tank with that idea, but we'll never know. But I'll probably upload a picture of the car and his name on my Instagram, which can be followed at HEVINCI_plug. Let me see what else is happening. Oh, speaking of flooding, anybody that knows anyone in the Midwest, please send your prayers and positive energy and all that good kind of stuff out to them. Since the 29th, there's been massive rainfall. There's been flooding all over the place. I think they said one place is covered by up to 3 feet of water, in the middle of the street. So, and by that I mean so the street is down 3 feet from the top of this water. They said the rivers are up 8, they're breaking records with the flooding that's going on right now. It hasn't flooded this bad in, they say, around 100 years. So if you know anybody, Missouri, Oklahoma, Ohio, in that whole little panhandle of areas, please, make sure they're doing all right. Send, they probably got some kind of refugee camp set up, so please send things if you can. They said within 36 hours, there were 267 reports of flooding in the span of Oklahoma City to Ohio. Now, I don't know if you have a map in front of you, but I do. And Oklahoma is right next to Cali. Ohio is right next to Pennsylvania. So that's 37 states in between that span. So that's 37 states that experience extreme flooding. That's like I said, it's I live in Baltimore. So those that aren't here, those that aren't in the city that I'm in, listening to the show, in Baltimore we have weather problems of our own. But I'm kind of thankful we don't have flooding. We're not in one of those areas where flooding is a major issue. I think hurricanes come through here, it gets bad. I've heard of 1 or 2 tornadoes, but there's areas where bad weather, what we call bad weather, is nothing. It's places they get tornadoes for a whole season. Oklahoma being one of those places. I don't know why God hates Oklahoma, but apparently they've done something in the past life that has caused this to happen. Something else crazy that happened. A man that was sentenced to 106 years in prison, whose name I did not write down, but he was a white guy, so that should make it easy. He escaped near Jessup. He went on a rampage in 2012, and he shot up a bunch of police officers' home in Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware, and they finally caught him, and he was serving a sentence of 106 years. And he was being moved into a hospital, and somewhere between getting him out of the vehicle and to the hospital, he got loose in the parking lot and took off. Last I checked, they were still looking for him. I don't know how you lose a white man in an orange jumpsuit. Right, and I don't know. And they said they saw the restraints. They started because he took his clothes off. They said they found his handcuffs and his leg cuffs. And they found his clothes. So I don't know how he got them off. I saw a picture. I don't think he was a magician in the past life. He had face tats and neck tats. Maybe he chewed through them. Maybe he took the Debo approach and broke it with a brick. We don't know. Speaking of the Debo approach, I think another Friday is actually on the horizon to come out. With Smokey will be there, Day, the whole Friday gang. Hopefully, they've been talking about this rumor for a long time. They love spreading Hollywood movie rumors like that. But I think now, because we seeing a whole lot of footage just pop up out of nowhere. So I think it's actually probably this summer we may have whatever number whatever. What's his third? I think this will be the fourth. Oh, the fourth Friday. We got a whole month. Fabulous. So yeah, they should call it last Friday and just run with it. I don't know what they're gonna do or how, but hopefully it'll be good. I also saw a story that they're making a Baby Boy 2. Am not in support of that idea. I think that would be incredibly stupid. Not to make it. I think the movie itself wouldn't be bad, but I feel like it's a waste because they were everybody was 20-something when it came out. Everybody's almost 40-something now. So you're either going to pick up where the last one left off and use a lot of makeup and CGI, or you're going to make it about Jody's son trying to grow up in the hood life. But honestly, Jody wasn't really even that hood. He wasn't a gang member. He was just a guy.
Mama's boy.
He was right. He was a mama's boy. He was what society now refers to as an F-boy, so to speak. He drove his girlfriend's car. He lived between his mother's house and his girlfriend's house. Didn't have a real job. He worked. He hustled at some point, but even that was still a felony. If he got caught doing it, he still go to jail for it. But they tried to make it and I will say this, and this is not a popular opinion. There were 3 real N-words in that entire movie. Jody's best friend, Melvin, and Snoop. They killed Snoop. Jody's best friend got saved, and Melvin beat him up. So that I guess one of them got his come up. But yeah, like I said, but if they do make a second one, I would go see it. But I just don't know how or why they would continue the story of Jody and Yvette in 2017 in California. Unless, like Barbershop 3 is gonna, it could be that you just don't need, it just needs to be done. Like Baby Boy was a classic. We all love Baby Boy. I love Baby Boy. I know a lot of it by heart, which I'm not proud to say because I think I was really young when it came out. But whatever. That's the first sex scene I actually comprehended. That was like the most intense sex scene I'd ever seen in the movie at the time. Because back then, I remember like even the sex scene to set it off, which I think came after that. Most of them was like real like quiet, and there was like slow R&B music playing. That one there was no music; it was just yelling and sweating. It was like real life. The first one I could relate to. That's not funny. What else? Oh, they're remaking It, the Killer Clown movie. That I'm ready for. Like I love that movie as a youth, except for the ending. And if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil the ending. Yes, I will. He's a spider. The clown is a spider. It's a big stupid spider with lights under his stomach, and they beat it with rocks. That's how the movie ends. All that clown build up from the. Now I'm 29, so when it was on VHS when it came out when I saw it. There were 2 tapes for this effing movie. The first tape was them as children. Second tape them as adults. So it's all this clown build up. Like, oh, we're gonna finally have a face off with this clown. Psych! It's a damn spider with lights under his stomach. Don't stare at the lights, or you'll get sucked into wherever the hell. I guess the further, or whatever happened. So hopefully they alter that part. Like everything else can stay. Like they can keep it like frame for frame exactly the same. Ha, that rhyme. But they should just change the ending. Just remove the bug entirely. Just make him just a giant. I don't know. Make him a demon. I don't know. Do something with it. What else is coming out? Kingsman 2. There's a trailer for that been released. I'm here for that too. I love the first one. It was a whole lot of fun and violence wrapped in one place. It was like prepping the world for Deadpool before Deadpool, because there was a lot of killing. It was like a spy movie, but like over the top. Because James Bond didn't cuss that much, but he killed a lot of people. Jason Bourne didn't talk that much, but he beat up a lot of people. This one kills a lot of people and they talk a lot. So the second one, I'm hoping they're probably gonna double up. They got a bigger budget, a whole lot of CGI explosions, people getting their heads blown off, getting their necks chopped in half, all kind of scissor kicks and suit jackets. It's the kind of stuff I'm into. There's also an assignment. Well, gave away the title, but there's a movie coming out called The Assignment, or it's called Tomboy, because I found both titles online. Michelle Rodriguez is the star, and she's playing an assassin that used to be a man. Say it again. The premise of the movie, Michelle Rodriguez is from the Fast and Furious, Dom's wife, Letty. We all know Letty. She's playing an assassin who used to be a man, is now a woman, trying to find the people that turned her into a woman. See, I'm confused. Trying to turn him into a woman. Him, her, whatever. Either way, it's propaganda is what I'm trying to say. They're trying to push this whole transgender agenda. They're doing it sneaky. Because that doesn't even make sense. Like, we've all seen Michelle Rodriguez. She's tough, but she's not mannish in the face. They could have got Caitlyn. They could have got Caitlyn and made it legit. It would have been real. I'd have believed that. I would have watched that movie. I don't want to go see Tomboy. It doesn't even make sense. Like, she's not a tomboy. She's a victim of a forced transformation. RuPaul would turn over in his grave if he was dead. I don't know. I mentioned RuPaul because I saw RuPaul earlier on Facebook, and I realized that RuPaul is kind of like a legend. Like, if you really like, RuPaul has been around a long time, like a really, really stupid long time. But I'll come back to RuPaul later. So you guys, right? That's how I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna leave you guys with RuPaul on your brain. We're gonna take a quick music break because I'm thirsty and I gotta do other stuff to handle myself. We'll be right back after these music messages. HyJack'D Radio.